Hi, this is Mr. Bagger. I am the elementary principal at Joliet Public Schools, and I'm here today to offer a quick tutorial on how to view your students' grades within the Infinite Campus portal, and that is for students who are being assessed with a standards-based grading model. It does look a little bit different than the traditional grading model. That is the grading model that has A's, B's, 75%, 60%. So we're putting together a quick video to help parents better see how their students are progressing towards the standards. So what you're looking at right now is the Infinite Campus landing page for the parent portal. And you land here on the Message Center, and what you need to do to get into your students' grades is go over to the Grades option, and it will take you to a current snapshot of the grades as your students' teachers have inputted them. And the first thing that we are beginning to hear from parents is that when they land on this grading page, it's a little bit overwhelming, and trying to figure out what they're looking at is troubling. So we agree. And what we've found with working with Infinite Campus is that the first thing that parents should do is minimize all of the banks of standards that are tied to each of your students' specific classes. So once we do that, we find that it's a little bit more manageable to navigate the courses that your student is taking. This is essentially an alphabetized list of classes that your student is currently enrolled in. So, for example, if I wanted to see how my student was doing in English Language Arts, now I could come over here to the Maximize button, and I would pull up the specific standards that the district has chosen to report out on for the first quarter. Now, there are grades in the gradebook for this first standard. That's why you see a 1 here as well as a caret key. At this point in the quarter, the teacher has not got to an assessment for these specific standards. That's why you don't see a grade there or a caret key. By the end of the quarter, there will be grades for all of these particular standards. However, if I want to see how's my son or daughter doing, I'm going to click in here. I can click in there because I'll go back to that. There's a little caret key, caret function. That means that there's more information available. I'm going to click in there, figure out what's going on. Then I see that there are 3 assessments here, of which only one of the assessments has a grade in. And if I wanted to, I know that I can still get further information. I see that my son or daughter on the broken chain plot assessment earned a 1. Let's click in there and let's see if there's any teacher comments. There is. Teacher says it's a 3.0 assessment. The highest your child could receive on this assessment was a 3. If your child did not receive a 3, that's okay. We're gaining knowledge on this standard. The goal is by the end of the quarter that they will be able to earn a 3. But I see a 1. And I know now as a parent, perhaps I need to have a conversation with my student, and perhaps I need to have a conversation with the teacher. What is it that I can do to help my student get there? Because I saw that the highest score was a 3, however, they're at a 1. Probably a good conversation to have. I'm not going to use our time on this particular video to get into what actually the scores mean. We will save that for the standards-based grading handbook, which is available on the district's website. So I would encourage everybody to take a look at that. Also, a good way to get an explanation is either to contact your student's teacher and or district administration, and we can have that conversation. But if you're looking for a quick explanation of what those are, we can see that within Infinite Campus, we've created a short description of what those what those numbers mean. And once again, you can find that here by hovering and then clicking on the grading key. Okay, so that's one particular standard. As the quarter develops, you will see more scores begin to insert it there. Let's take a look at math. It's going to be the same thing. We're working on 2 standards for this quarter. You can click in there because you see that there is a caret key. Then we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 particular assignments. This assignment has been created in the gradebook. However, the teacher has not put the assignment for this particular student in there yet. The score that you see here is the most up-to-date proficiency level that the student is at. They are currently at a 2, which is developed. Minimize that. And now you're beginning to see, I think, a little bit of a way that is more manageable to navigate the system. Our science standard is here. Develop and use a model. I can click in there and I can see we've got 2 assignments in which student had 2, 1.5 and a 2. Overall score for the student right now is still 2 in that developing. If I needed a reminder, I can see it. There we go. My student is developing towards proficiency in that standard. So in summary, what we've showed is a quick tutorial on how to access your students' grades. The first thing that we recommend is for parents to minimize all of those classes, and then one by one, as they wish to see development in the particular classes, then click in there and you can have specific feedback related to those specific classes. If you have any more questions on Infinite Campus, feel free to reach out to district administration. That's myself or Miss Allison Everett. Mr. Turk also works greatly with Infinite Campus and can walk you through any challenges that you might see. If you have any questions on the grading, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, contact your student's teacher or district administration. We will have that conversation with you. We look forward to making it better. We look forward to communicating more effectively and more efficiently. So please do pick up the phone, email, and shoot us your feedback so we can get better. And we appreciate everyone's patience along the way as we try to do the best that we can for kids. Once again, contact us here at the school if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you very much.